Welcome to Activations with JJ Channeled Message and Light Language Activation for July 2024 from the Galactic Council of Light. Greetings, beloved souls. We come to you as star mothers and members of the Galactic Council of Light, a council which we see as a soul family group, connected and woven together with a common purpose, a purpose of assisting with the expansion, the ascension, and the evolution of any part of the galaxy that desires to move itself into a space of greater light and knowledge. We are grateful for your willingness to receive our presence and our message, both that which we are bringing through this channel, as well as that which is being transmitted energetically as we connect our field to your field. We invite you, dear ones, to bring your awareness to your Earth Star chakra, anchoring in and allowing yourself to expand through the bottom half of your body, establishing a beautiful flow of energy between you and Gaia, between your human body template and the Gaia template. Viral ko shandari situ kore kashotara shandari kol itare ishatoko kandari. We come to expand your knowledge, dear ones, and we come to expand your perspective. Yes, your perspective. We realize and understand there are many of you who are currently in the process of releasing the veils of forgetting which you contracted to install temporarily upon incarnating here. However, you have felt the call to remember and know that it is time. It is time. It is time to expand your soul remembrance. You are awakening to who you are and who you are as a multidimensional being, the many roles you play. And we specifically use the word play instead of have played, for you must understand there truly is no past. Everything is in the now moment, is it not? Dirarik sotosian, yarikisha tukosoyan, yarikotokushisitian, yan. We feel that you would better receive this message were you to visualize yourself gathering with your soul family at this time. And so we invite you to call into your mind's eye a vision of all of the beautiful souls that are part of your soul complex, your monad, that have incarnated here on this planet, coming together on the astral plane as councils, both a unified larger council and many smaller councils, which you might even imagine could be similar to the systems of the body. For are there not sentient beings in quote-unquote council that are executing the functions of the circulatory system or the nervous system or the brain? Are we not a reflection of the microcosm? Are we not a reflection of the macrocosm? Yes, dear ones, it is time to remember your interconnectedness, to release any and all programs of separation from brother, from sister, from soul family, from the human collective. You are all part galactic being and part human, for you have many multi-dimensional aspects through which you express your unique frequency of source. And is it not a joy to know that all frequencies are needed? All frequencies are valued. All densities in which those frequencies express themselves are needed. Lower and higher. This is the light and the dark, the shadow, the integration, the coming together of the masculine and feminine into unity consciousness, into Hieros Gamos. It is simply a shifting of your framework. And as we said, an expansion of your perspective. And we remind you, beautiful, beautiful souls, that as you allow yourself to release any trauma, as you would say, any wounding, any lower density memories from times where co-creating didn't work out, to put it in the most simple way we can, and allow yourself to entertain the possibility of success through collaboration. To allow yourself to warm up to the idea that a council can be productive, for we know that you have been on other councils, in other meetings, parts of other groups or clubs that you felt were not as much in alignment with the higher consciousness of the collective. It is vital that you hold space in your mind and in your heart for different possibilities than that which you have known before. For you are releasing old contracts and cycles that have, yes, admittedly, kept the collective in the same old, in a loop. But what are you going to do when that is not the case? What are you going to do when you are all set free from those quote unquote karmic loops, from those programs, from the hamster wheel. Have you thought about that? So many of you seek freedom, liberation. And yes, it is a beautiful thing to be liberated, to be free. But as there is and always will be cycles of expansion and contraction, there are cycles of order and disorder. There are cycles of death and rebirth. You will notice that the deconstruction, the deprogramming, naturally lends itself to a rebirth of new structures, new councils. And if you are able to see in your vision what these councils look like, if you are able to feel in your heart what these councils feel like, they will materialize much more rapidly. Yati sato koshinya, yati shatko sokiandaraya, yati shatko shokitianda, uisinaraki reko osoyama, ari asai, iya o ai, ari asai, iya o ai, ya. You may be seeking for practical tips, and so we will provide. Seek out ways to co-create and gather with others and begin to test the waters, as it were. Sometimes it may only be an alignment for you to connect once, and that will be enough of an alchemy. Sometimes you may be invited to connect repeatedly, and that will also be its own kind of alchemy in a consistent way. Now, we speak to you of this very important time juncture, predominantly between the 7-7 portal and the 8-8 portal of the year which you call 2024. What we have said may not seem as if it applies directly to this time period. But while previous portals such as the 7-7 or 8-8 have lent themselves to the activation of individual souls, this particular time juncture will lend itself to the activation and to the convergence of collective energies. For the quantity of frequencies has been amplified and expanded, permitting a greater amount of activation on a larger scale that will facilitate the transformation of macrocosmic structures. This timeline convergence of which this channel has spoken is a drop in the bucket that will radiate out towards all parts of the galaxy and even the universe, affecting even other universes. And it is made possible through the consent of Gaia and those who dwell upon her. For although we understand and know that much of your perspective around the ascension process is focused on your planet and your planet alone. This is a process, this evolution and ascension, which your solar system is undergoing, which your galaxy is undergoing, and which in turn your universe is undergoing. This ascension process essentially affects all of creation in ways that may be difficult for your conscious mind to comprehend. And once again, we feel your need for practical advice or tips related to this powerful piece of information which we have conveyed. You must remember the law of free will. You must remember that help is available, but you are invited to call upon it with more intention. There are many galactic friends and family who are waiting in the wings, especially for this time, for this beautiful convergence. And so we invite you to call them in, consciously, subconsciously, and co-create, collaborate, make this a collective effort of joy and bliss. For if you are not here to experience pleasure and ecstasy and bliss, peace and tranquility, then why are you here at all? For we know that you have had your fill of opposite density and that you now desire lightness, flow, and ease. And the key is, what do you desire? What do you desire? This is a blessed time. And we leave you with a final light language activation to seal this message. We do so with gratitude and love. Kushuru, kushuru, kushuru.